Hello and good morning, all of you. I, Purnima, welcome you to my class. So, children, today we have almost completed this lesson, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Finally, I will be revising all the important point of the lesson. I will be telling you about the author who has written this story. And children, then we will discuss the question answer today. Okay. So, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory is written by Satyajit Ray, a very famous writer in English literature. And of course, children, I think many of you must be knowing that he has directed films also. Okay, so this story is written by Satyajit Ray. Now, some important points of the story which I will be discussing before discussing the question and answer. So children, Bipin Chaudhary. Now you have to learn few things, the name of five persons which are the characters here. And of course the whole story is rotating around Mr. Bipin Chaudhary. So let me tell you first of all who is Mr. Bipin Chaudhary. Bipin Chaudhary is a person, he is a middle-aged person, and right now he is living alone as he had no children and his wife died 10 years ago. He had a brother who also died in the mental hospital. So children, Bipin Chaudhary, he did not marry again and he was leading his life in a very satisfying manner. He was doing a good job, and children, in his pastime, he loves to read the storybooks because at that time there was no internet facility, no mall, no and he was the person who did not like going to the market or to see movie. He simply, after working, he's come from his office to his home, and he simply, children, used to take rest after reading some storybook. Now, every Monday, Bipin Chaudhary, while coming from the office, he would stop at a new market to buy books. His children favorite books were crime story or ghost story or thrillers. So after children last Monday morning, he told his driver, he used to come in a car, he told his driver to go to a new market. Children there, he told his driver to wait and he went to his favorite bookstore and he was thinking, looking at the book that this time which books he would buy. Now he never used to buy one book, he generally used to buy 5 or 6 books. So whole week he would pass his time by reading those books. Now, children, as I told you, he was living alone. He had not many friends. Now, children, one day when Bipin Babu, when he went to the market to buy books, okay, he felt when he was looking at he went inside the bookstore, and children, when he went inside the bookstore, what did he feel? He feel that somebody is looking at him. Okay, and at first, children, he had neglected this idea. He thought nobody, it must be his imagination that somebody is looking at him. But children, then again after some time, he felt that somebody is looking at him. And what happened? He turned and he saw a man with a round face was looking at him. So, but Bipin Babu was not able to recognize that man. They had an eye contact. That man smiled at Bipin Babu, but Bipin Babu did not smile as he still was trying to remember that had he met that man earlier, but he was not able to remember this thing. Okay. Now that man, he came to near Bipin Babu and he told Bipin Babu, we had already met in Ranchi in the year 1958. So what did he told Bipin Babu? He told that they have met in Ranchi in 1958. Okay, so he told this thing, but children, Bipin Babu, again he was not able to identify that man. Now children, that man, he had given many examples, many instances he has shared with Bipin Babu by telling that he was in Ranchi. The man had arranged a car for him when Bipin Babu wanted to go to Hudro Falls. So he told he had arranged a car for him also, so that Bipin Babu can go and see the famous Hudro Fall of Ranchi. And children, he told Bipin Babu that his name is Mr. Parimal Ghosh. Now this is the first person, children, whom Bipin Babu came in contact on Monday. And children, you should remember their name. 5 people he had met. So first is Mr. Parimal Ghosh. Okay. Well, children, Bipin Babu, again, children, he wanted to remember, but he did not remember. He was not able to remember. Okay. Now, Bipin Babu's memory played a trick on him. And children, he was certainly sure that he started thinking whether he had been to Ranchi or not. But he was sure that he had not been to Ranchi. Well, children, that man, again he told, he gave him certain instances in his support. He told Bipin Babu that he had fallen. He told Bipin Babu that he had fallen to Hudro, near Hudro Fall, and he had got a cut on his knees. Bipin Babu, he knew that a cut was there on his knees. He started remembering where and how he got cut, but he could not remember, children. So he told that he had fallen, and in front of him he had cut his knees, and he was the one who had brought him iodine for his knees. Now children, why iodine we put in the wound? Because it heals, our wound heals quickly, it gets dried up quickly. So when Bipin Babu fell, that man, he told Bipin Babu that he was the one who had bought iodine for him. He had fixed up a car for him to get to Netrahat. And children, after that, Bipin Babu wanted to go to Netrahat. He had fixed a car for him to get to Netrahat. Well, he was telling all this thing, and still Bipin Babu was not able to remember that whether he was in Ranchi in 1958 or not. Well, children, again he reminded Bipin Babu that he did not stay in the hotel when he was in 1958. He stayed in his friend's house, Dinesh Mukherjee. One of his friend was there, and his name was Mr. Dinesh and when he went to Ranchi in 1958, he stayed there only. Bipin Babu again wanted to remember whether he stayed in the bungalow of his friend, but children, again he remembered that in 1958 he was of course in a friend house, but it was not in the house of Dinesh Mukherjee, but he was in Kanpur to celebrate with his friend Haridas Bagchi. So the third name is Haridas Bagchi. Okay, so then this is a 3 name. First is Bipin Babu, the narrator, the main hero of the story, the main protagonist of the story. Then children, Parimal Ghosh, he was the one, children, Parimal Ghosh, who met Bipin Babu, and he told that he had already met him in Ranchi. He told him that he was in Ranchi in 1958. Well, children, Bipin Babu tried to remember, and children, finally he remembered that he was not in Ranchi in 1958. He was in the house of Haridas Bagchi, okay, in 1958. 1958, and he went there to celebrate Durga Puja. Well, children, Bipin Babu could not children and children, now that person, he had told the most intimate detail. He told Bipin Babu that his wife had died 10 years ago. So what he told? He told his wife had died 10 years ago, and he had a younger brother who also died in the same year in the mental hospital of Ranchi. Bipin Babu was shocked that how this man came to know about his personal thing. He was very much shocked. Again, children, he started telling that he was in Ranchi. He remembered hard, he wanted to recollect whether he was in Ranchi in 1958, but he was not able to recollect. He felt sure that he was in Kanpur in Haridas Bakchi house to celebrate Durga Puja. Anyway, children, he could not recall and he was really worried. Then he started seeing, when he was in the car moving, children pulled his pants up, trousers up, and he saw that cut, but he was not able to remember that from where he got that cut. Children, next day, Bipin Babu, he was a bit worried. He was thinking, is he losing his memory? And his brother also died, children. His brother also died, children, in the asylum of Ranchi, in the mental hospital of Ranchi. So he was thinking that the same thing should not happen to him also. So he was worried. Well, anyway, he rang up to Dinesh Mukherjee and confirmed it whether he was there in the Ranchi or not. He confirmed also. He told that, why are you asking? Had you lost your memory? But Bipin did not tell anything. He told, just confirm and tell me whether I was in Ranchi in the year 1958. And finally, children, Dinesh Mukherjee told, yes, he was in Ranchi in 1958. After Bipin Babu took lunch, children, he neglected all this thought. He took his lunch, but again, children, he was worried. Okay, why he was worried? Again, this thought came to his mind that Parimal Ghosh has told he knew about each and everything which was very personal to him, like about his wife death, about his brother death. And children, even he is claiming, he told that he stayed in Parimal Ghosh house, in Dinesh Mukherjee house. And when he rang Dinesh Mukherjee, even he confirmed. But then he told why he is not able to remember that he was in 1958, he was in Ranchi. Well, children, Chunni Babu came. Chunni Babu and they had been studying in the same school when they both were young. They were in the childhood. And children, Dinesh Babu, he had a nice job, whereas children, Chunni Babu did not had any job. And often he used to come to Bipin's Chaudhary house to request him to get him a job. Okay. Bipin told correctly that though children, he used to come in the hope that he would get a job, and at that time, children, he was jobless, so he was facing a problem. So just in hope, he used to come to Chunni Babu house. Now, children, Bipin Babu that day was so worried. When he came to his house, Bipin Babu told his servant that today he won't be able to see Chunni Babu. Tell him to go away. In fact, not only today, but for few days he will not go. He could not meet him. So that servant, he went to Chunni Babu to tell him. But suddenly, children, Bipin Babu wanted to ask Chunni Babu whether he was in 1958 in Ranchi or not, because children, Chunni Babu was his colleague. They both have passed most of the time together. So children, Bipin Babu know that Chunni Babu can tell him that whether he was in Ranchi in 1958 or not. When when Bipin asked Chunni Babu, he wondered and he told him how he had forgotten his visit to Ranchi. He he had not suffered any injury in the head. He told that you did not suffered any injury in the head, then why are you losing your memory? How can you forget that trip to Ranchi? Now, Chunni Babu had been to his school and was requesting him for a job, as I told you. When Chunni Babu asked him what his last job was, Bipin told correctly that his last job was in a travel agency. So Chunni Babu told him that what was his last job. He told his last job in the travel agency. Chunni recalled that he himself has picked up Bipin's railway booking in Ranchi and had gone to a station to see him off. Now Chunni confirmed that he was working in travel agency at that time. He was the one who had got a job for him. He had done a reservation for him, and children, he had also come to the station to see him off. In fact, children, the bulb was not in the train where he said one of the bulb was not children, it was not getting switch on, so he called the railway one person from the railway and told him to change the bulb. Bipin again was not able to remember. Okay, now children, Chunni he could not ask him for a job because he felt that Bipin has become very serious. Well, children, of course, Bipin Babu became very serious now about the matter. He told Parimal Ghosh has confirmed him. Okay, but at time he was not sure. Then Dinesh Mukherjee confirmed him that he was in Ranchi in 1958, and now Chunni Lal again is confirming him that he was in Ranchi in 1958. Then why he is not able to remember? Is his fate will also be like his brother? Is he also die in the asylum or in the mental hospital? Anyway, he was very much worried. He went to consult a doctor, a young doctor, a young physician whose name was Paresh Chanda. So he is the doctor. Of course, children, one important person, Chunni. Okay, so we are having 6 person here. One is Bipin Chaudhary, then Parimal Ghosh, Dinesh, Haridhar Das, Paresh Chanda, and of course Chunni Babu. So he went to the physician, he went to the doctor Paresh Chanda, he told everything. Now Paresh Chanda was a young doctor, he told he as far as I am not able to remember such type of case. He advised Bipin Babu to go to Ranchi and he might remember when he will see there the things, he might remember that whether he had been to Ranchi or not. Well, children, Bipin Babu, he on the very same day he wrote an application and he took a leave from his office. Children, he sat on a train, went to Ranchi, but when he got at the station, he was sure he did not went there in the previous year. Then children, he went to the famous places just to remember whether he was there. Again, he was not able to remember whether he was there or not. Finally, he decided he would go to Woodrow Falls. He went there, but he was so tired, maybe he was so worried that he got fainted there. Two Gujarati helped him to, children, they brought him to the station back. And finally, children, he got a train and came back. Well, children, he was worried, but then he was not knowing what to do. Suddenly, children, what happened? One of the servant brought a envelope to Bipin Babu, and children, in that envelope it was written confidential and urgent. Bipin Babu did not feel like reading, he was already worried, but when his servant told that a man has given this envelope to you and it is written, when he saw it was written confidential and urgent, so he just took that envelope, okay, and he started reading. Now What was written in the envelope? It was written, that envelope came from Chunni Babu, and in that he had written that children, he came to him, to Bipin Babu, for a job, but he could not help him. He did not realize that how much problem he was facing due to financial problem. Okay, he was not earning any money and he needed the job badly. He knew very well Bipin Babu could have helped him, but he did not help him. Now children, after struggling for years, finally he was a writer, Chunni Babu. His novel was going to be published and he got a small amount of money. And now when he got the money, he wrote that it was I who had made a plan to teach you a lesson, that when a person, children, he is quite competent, when he is getting a nice job, he can help other, then you did not help me. You were bothered only about your book reading, about yourself. You did not even think in a dream that how much problem I faced. He also told that you had the power, you could have get me a small job anywhere, but you did not even try. So just to teach you a lesson, I have done all this thing. Okay, and at the same time, he told that he told that he had now got a job. He got a small amount of money, because now he had a small amount of money, because children, he told that now one publisher is ready to publish his novel. And children, when Bipin Babu heard this, he felt a relax, even he felt guilty conscious. And finally children, already he had called Parimal, Dr. Paresh Chanda, because he was so much worried, and now he don't know what he will say to Paresh Chanda, because he had already called him. When Paresh Chanda came, Bipin Babu told him that he had fallen in the Hudro Fall. He was fainted there, and just he had got hurt in his knees. Okay. At the same time, Bipin Babu told, when he went there, he remembered he was in Ranchi in 1958. Okay. And Mr. Dr. Chandra, he was very much surprised, because he had never heard such type of case, and he promised Bipin Babu that he will write that case in some medical journal. Now children, we will do textual question answer. Why did the man stare at Bipin Babu's disbelief? The man Parimal Ghosh was taken aback when Bipin failed to recognize him. He did not believe that Bipin had a lapse of memory. Where did Bipin Babu say he went in October 58? Bipin Babu told that he was in Kanpur in October 1958, in the house of, children, this fellow Haridas Bagchi, to celebrate Durga Puja. Mention any three things that Parimal Ghosh knew about Bipin Babu. Parimal Ghosh knew that Bipin Babu's wife was dead, and children, she died 10 years ago. His only brother had died in the same year in Ranchi lunatic asylum. He also knew that Bipin Babu had no children, and he was a lover of books. Now children, question answer of page 65. Why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh has said? Bipin Babu was taken back to hear the intimate details about his life from Parimal Ghosh. There seemed no reason why he should tell a lie. He wondered if he really had forgotten about his visit to Ranchi. Okay. Now question number 2. How did he try to decide who was right? His memory or Parimal Ghosh. In order to resolve the puzzle about his visit to Ranchi, Bipin Babu decided to contact Dinesh Mukherjee. Parimal had said that Mukherjee was also in Ranchi at that time. Okay, now why did Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee? Why did he finally decide to phone him? Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee, thinking that he would make fun of him. That it would be ridiculous if he had really visited Ranchi. Mukherjee would really think Bipin Babu had gone mad. Hence, Bipin Babu finally decided to phone him. Well, question number 4. What did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin Babu or add to his worry? Mr. Mukherjee did not reply clearly, but he said he had been to Ranchi twice. He was not sure about the trip. Bipin Babu exactly wanted to know. It made Bipin Babu more puzzled. He lost his appetite. He was so worried that he lost his appetite, children. Okay, now comprehension check of page 68. Who was Chunni Lal? What did he want from Bipin Babu? Why was Dr. Chanda puzzled? What was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of Mary? Chunni Lal was an old friend. Chunni Lal was an old friend of Bipin Babu. He wanted a favor from Bipin Babu in his job. Why was Dr. Chanda puzzled? What was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of memory? So, children, Dr. Chandra, he was a young physician. He had never dealt a case like it earlier, okay, which was related with a memory loss. So he was puzzled. He gave a suggestion to Bipin Babu to go and see to go and children visit Ranchi, so he might gain his memory back. Children, comprehension check, page number 70. Had Bipin Babu really lost his memory and forgotten all about the trip to Ranchi? Perhaps not. He finally recollected his memory and admitted that he had visited Ranchi in 1958. Why do you think Chunni Lal did what he did? Chunni Lal say he has no money. What is it that he does have? Now, children, Chunni Lal, who wanted some money from Bipin Babu, his old friend. So he went to him for help. He assured Bipin Babu that the term of his fortune would be returned back to him. But Chunni Lal had no money, but he had mind and wit. But he was very intelligent. Now, children, working with the text, page number 70. The author described Bipin Babu as a serious and hard-working man. What evidence can you find in the story to support this? Bipin Babu was serious, honest, and hard-working fellow. He went to office regularly. He was doing a responsible job. He was not a good mixture, being serious-minded. He did not waste his time idle in chat. He simply used to come back from the office. He used to read some books. In that way, he was passing his time. Why did Bipin Babu change his mind about meeting Chunni Lal? What was the result of this meeting? Bipin Babu first refused to meet Chunni Lal. He was in no mood to help Chunni Lal out of his trouble. But he changed his mind soon. He thought Chunni Lal might remember something about his trip to Ranchi in 1958. Okay. Bipin Babu lost consciousness at Hudro Falls. Children, when he again went, he lost his consciousness in Hudro Falls. What do you think was the reason for this? Children, Bipin Babu might have slept near Hudro Falls. That made him unconscious. How do you think Bipin Babu reacted when he found out that Chunni had tricked him? Bipin Babu's first reaction was that he regretted having refused to help Chunni Lal. He saw through Chunni Lal's trick to test him and learned a lesson. So, children, we have done this lesson also. I think this lesson was very good. It is teaching us a lesson, okay, that we should always help the person, okay, when the person is in need. All right, children, What was Bipin Chaudhary's ailment or problem? Was it real or deliberate? This is an important question, and this is a long question. Bipin Babu was a lonely man. His wife had died 10 years ago. His ailment was the lapse of memory, that is, loss of memory. His wife had died some 10 years ago. His ailment was the lapse of memory. He clearly forgot that he had been to Ranchi in 1958. Nothing could revive his memory. Finally, he hit against some rock in Ranchi and became unconsciousness. On returning home, he received Chunnilal's letter. The letter had an electrifying effect on him, and Bipin Babu felt relaxed. So children, we have completed this lesson today. We have done the explanation, learn about the writer, and finally we have completed question answer. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.